Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to give you a bonus read. Scorpio, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the ways that you've been loving on the channel. And my time is always short, so I never seem to be able to get a bonus read out for you, but here is one. And let's go for it, find out what's going on. This could resonate with you now, or it could resonate with you sometime in the future. Not all of us are at the same place at the same time. I am not just reading for Scorpio Sun. I'm reading for Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter as well. Keep that in mind. Thanks for stopping in here. Thank you for your thumbs up. That's what grows your tribe. It keeps the Scorpios coming back and helping us find new ones. So thank you so much for your thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And if you're interested in a private read or interested in the membership area, please look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know as a collective? Collective Scorpio energy, my sister sign. Tell me about Scorpio. We've got Justice. Oh, we've got the Lovers. You're about to make the right choice. Yep, and I think your choice is to move forward on something. I feel like you have been contemplating moving forward, like quickly on something, and I feel like you're about to make the right decision. You're about to restore balance in your own life through discipline, it feels. I'm looking at the Lovers as a choice. You're choosing to put matters of the heart aside so you can reach some sort of victory that you've been looking for in the future. It feels like you just need to stay on track. I'm going to say stay on the main road. But I feel like you're about to get some sort of justice. You're about to make the right decision about something here. Something that I feel you've been waiting for something to come back into alignment here. Tell me about this, and it's coming here. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Three of Cups. Got a couple of threes, very creative energy. Are you choosing to ask somebody out? It feels like somebody here might be choosing to ask somebody out. I feel like you're looking forward to the future, but I also feel like you are making a choice, possibly about someone that you have an interest in romantically, and it feels like that there is something here that's telling me that you want to go to the next level on something, and that you want to move something here forward. We could be talking about a Libra, maybe a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. We have the Chariot energy, which is Cancer. It does feel like you have decided to look forward to the future and the expansion therein. Look, the sun is here. The sun is in the future here. It's here. And the sun is here. And I feel like something here is going to be revealed to you about the future. You are about to make a decision which pushes you forward to a victory and a celebration here. Tell me about this Lovers. What is this? Whatever it is I want to tell you, you're making the right decision about whatever it is that you're about to decide. Tell me what the Lovers is about here. What's the choice? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. You need to stop spending your energy on things that don't matter. Things that, I feel like you're putting all of your energy towards things that don't matter in your own life, or things that you're like, oh yeah, I said I would do that. Feels like that. King of Cups is here. I don't think you show it on the surface though. And then we have the Page of Swords. Oh gosh, I'm going to say that maybe you aren't really very passionate about what you're doing with your life right now. I don't know what that means. Maybe you know what that means. You're not necessarily living in some sort of passion. It feels to me like this King of Cups energy tells me that what you really want stays under the surface while you help everybody out around you, Scorpio. That you're not really getting what you want out of the situation, but you keep lending your energy, your time, your emotions. You keep helping people. I would say the King of Cups is like the person who runs into the burning building. I see Scorpio as sort of brave that way, really brave, putting themselves aside for the goodness of others. I think it's time for you to re-examine something. Yeah. Re-examine what you want, because I feel like whatever you're doing right now, we could be talking about work, we could be talking about, anything. It feels like you're not passionate about it. You could be in a relationship that you're just not about anymore. Tell me about the Chariot. It feels like you really need to reevaluate. The Page of Swords is here, and the Page of Swords is the one who is transforming things with words, right? Or just transforming things by looking up knowledge. This is the one who is observing things from a distance. So I feel like you are learning or about to learn that the things that you're doing that you're not passionate about, you're wasting your own time. I know that sounds selfish, I know. And I know that you don't want to be seen as that. But I feel like you're going to be reassessing things, observing things. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This tells me I want to do it. I want to go forward, but I feel like they're going to get mad at me. I don't know who they are. Maybe it's a person in your life. Maybe it's a member of the family. They're going to get mad at me, and there's going to be an argument or a fight here. I want to get out of the chaos of putting myself on the back burner and doing everything for everyone else that I'm not even passionate about. I feel like you feel it's expected of you because you're the King of Cups. It feels like it's expected of you. The Chariot energy here with the Five of Swords, there's a sword in the hand of the charioteer. I'm just saying, like, it could be six swords here that says it's time for you to move forward, but I think you've been dragging your heels because you are going where you are needed. And so it feels like after reassessing the situation, maybe I just won't say anything about it. Maybe I'll keep it under the surface here. King of Swords, but look, the thing is this, is you're growing, right? We now go from the King of Cups to the King of Swords, and that's two kings, halfway to the Emperor energy. The King of Swords is someone who is harsh. They're harsh, they just say it. This is somebody who just doesn't really care if it hurts your feelings or not. You could be dealing with the King of Swords, but what I'm saying is you don't have to be that harsh, because the King of Cups is wisdom, and so is the King of Swords. The King of Swords knows what to say, has all the details, has all the facts. I have all the truth. And then the King of Cups shows up to say, well, maybe I should just soften it just a little bit. Like, we don't have to be really terrible and bold with the truth. We don't have to hurt feelings. I feel like you're reassessing the situation. How can I get out of getting into an argument or a fight? By telling someone, look, all the energy that I'm giving you, the emotion that I'm giving you, or the energy of helping you through something is not really what I want to do with my time. But it feels like you feel obligated to do it for some reason. So I feel like the King of Swords is here to tell you can still tell the truth. King of Cups says you can do it kindly. You don't have to do it really in a harsh way. Just reassess the situation. I feel like you just want to say what's on your mind, but you don't want to start a fight. Because this is something that I feel that you've been hiding underneath the surface, right? 5, 6, 7 swords here. I feel like you've been hiding something under the surface that you've not been talking about. That's a King of Cups thing, right? You've been observing people, and I feel like you're no longer passionate about whatever's going on here. Tell me about the Justice, because I feel like this is a choice that you're making for yourself, for your own balance, and it has something to do with the future. Tell me about this. We've got the Four of Wands, and I was spying the Four of Wands right here with the King and the Three of Wands, and now we see the Four of Wands showing up. So I think that's telling me, yes, you need justice in going to the next level of your life. You need justice in maybe buying your own home, or putting all of that passion toward a connection with somebody else. It feels like you are not doing the thing that you want to do for you, but you're doing the thing that's best for another person. You might be carrying a lot of things financially. You might be, I think something here has to change. It feels like you might be carrying something financially. The Justice card is here to indicate that something needs to be restored, or you need to do the right thing. And it's not always doing the right thing for someone else. Sometimes it's doing the right thing for yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is here saying, look, you're in the middle of change and expansion, and destiny is about to roll up on you. Financially, possibly, or with your material world, or your health, time, effort, energy, money. We've now got the third king, right? So I feel like you're slowly outgrowing the environment that you're in. That's what it feels like here, Scorpio. You're slowly beginning to outgrow the environment that you're in, but I feel like it's you wanting to go to the next level, but you know that you're going to have to stop servicing everyone else around you in order to have what you want. But like I said, I think you're about to make the right decision. Tell me what the Three of Wands is, because I feel like there's something here in your future that you wish to choose that you're not choosing because you're still on the horse. The Knight of Pentacles is here because you are taking your time assessing and reassessing and finding the truth and getting the details, and I'm not really sure. I'm trying to discipline my mind, discipline my energy. Tell me about the Three of Wands. We've got the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. But Elsie, there's no point in leaving. I just keep coming back. We could be talking about a relationship, friend, that you do want something to change. I think you do want it to change, but I don't think that you are ready to do it yet. And look, you don't push Scorpio into doing something they don't want to do. Oh, we have the Four Kings. We don't have Three Kings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, I feel like you are outgrowing your environment, and you are somebody who now is looking at building your own empire. I feel that there's a big, bold move that's coming. And I think it's a destined move because the Six of Cups just showed up here next, snuggled up to the Three of Wands. It feels like your destiny, or there is something that you did in the last life that you already have the knowledge of. And I feel like that is what is going to build your empire. But I think that you are wanting, I don't think you're a people pleaser because the Emperor is not. But I also feel that the Emperor will feel an obligation to, because they are a person of influence, because they are a person who has, good financial status, somebody who has material wealth, somebody who has education, somebody who is emotionally aware. I feel like that you are somebody who feels an obligation to hang around and help people accomplish what they want to help. But what about your happiness? What would give you celebration? Let's talk about the Three of Cups. We've got the Strength card. Finding the courage to create my own reality. Because I feel like you're educated. I feel like you're kind. Well, yeah, kind. I would say I'm not nice, I'm kind. I think that you're very kind. I think that you're probably somebody who, you don't have to be rich, but that you are very accountable when it comes to your finances, your material world, your job, your career. It feels like you want to move to the next level, but you know that in order to move to the next level, you're going to have to become the Emperor. And the Emperor has to make hard decisions. And some of those hard decisions are, I'm no longer going to be here for you because I am now building my own empire, and I cannot do something here that I am not passionate about and put all of my energy there when I should be giving it to the whole empire. I cannot sacrifice the many for the one. So I think something is beginning to be clear to you. And I think that it's like you're observing. Yeah, I think you're seeing yourself now. It's almost like you're observing yourself from the outside looking in, saying, I've got to make some sort of decision. I feel like what would make you happy is you're trying to find the courage to create your own reality, to manifest it, bring it from the ethers to the earth. And I feel like you have to find the courage to do that. And it feels like you feel that might be selfish. It is what it is, friend. Let them say what they're going to say. You've got this life that you're only going to remember. This is the life you're going to remember. You have to deal with it. Yeah, look at that. I have to create my reality of what I feel joy is. You're allowed to feel joy. You're not just here to serve other people. But the thing people just don't get about Scorpio is Scorpio can be a bit of a hard ass, but man, a soft, gooey heart. So I feel like you're about to make a big, bold move into the future, something that matches your fire, because the King of Wands is here at the base of your reading. And that is what is holding all of this together. That you have wisdom, but you also have passion, and there's nothing that's going to stop the King of Wands from getting what they want. Tell me about the King of Wands. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Yep. This is the place where you let it all be said. It all comes to the surface here. So the moon energy is here. And so I did say the sun was here, something's about to be revealed, and then the moon shows up in the reverse, which is the revealing of something that's been hiding in the dark. And what it is that you've been keeping secrets. And what I mean by that is I don't think that you have been lying or cheating or any of that, but you've been keeping how you feel deeply. You've been keeping it under the surface. Why? Because when you open your mouth and tell people, look, I've got to go on my own path. I'm building an empire, and I can't keep doing things that I feel are wasting my time or that I'm not passionate about. I don't want to be in this job anymore. I can't do this anymore. So I feel like the King of Wands has decided to pursue what they want to pursue, and it's going to cause a big shift, an unexpected shift. So what I mean by that is I feel like the reason that you haven't done it up till now is because there is worry that people are going to depart from you, that people are going to detach from you, or that you're going to feel in lack. And I feel like that's the worry, because I feel like you really ultimately want to be brave and race after whatever it is that you want here. So I feel like the moon in the reverse is here because it's revealing the Tower. And that comes on the heels of you revealing the truth. Because the King of Swords is here. The Seven of Swords is here. You're going to be revealing the truth after thinking it over for quite some time. What happens from here, friend? Because I feel like when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, you can't fight it. Everything is moving forward. And I feel like destiny is here, and you can't fight destiny as much as you want to, as much as you think you're a badass and you can fight destiny. I feel like your destiny is that you're going to become the emperor, the conqueror, the one who makes the decisions that are easy, that are also hard, and you're going to be moving forward into your own empire. And I feel like there's going to be people who are not going to be happy about that, because that doesn't work in excuse me, that doesn't work in their best interest. What happens after the Tower shows up, please? After Scorpio finally says, look, everything here has to change. I've got to change. And I feel like this change with the Four of Wands might mean you have to move to do it. You might need to leave the current situation, the current job, the current family situation. We've got the Hermit energy. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. Got the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yep, that's what it feels like here. So the Ace of Pentacles tells me that you are about to invest elsewhere. It's a decision that you're making after thinking about it for a really long time. Look, I feel like you are sort of in a dark night of the soul energy, because you know that this decision, that I think you're making the right decision, as I said at the beginning, the decision that you're making here, I feel that you have to make it in order for you to have happiness, in order for you to have what really brings you joy. You must create your own reality. And that means that you are going to have to move away from the things that you are not passionate about, and not everybody around you is going to be happy with that. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, it feels like you are going to get some pushback. It feels like people are going to say things that are going to make you emotional. It feels like you've been thinking about how not to surprise people with this situation, telling them, but look, it's going to cause a Tower. There's no way around it. There is no way around it, friend. It excites you, but you've got to close the door in order to move forward. And I could be talking about a relationship. I could be talking about a career. Feels like you should be building something, or have been building an empire on the side. You've been outgrowing bits and pieces of your life. And I feel like this is the ultimate investment, and I think it's in yourself. I'm going to leave this right here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, because I'm always back. Take care, Scorps. Bye-bye.